Welcome along to the most popular city in North America and home now to the Mexico City Grand Prix. It's a sellout crowd as usual here at one of the shortest circuits on the Formula One calendar. So who, I wonder, will the crowd cheer on today to the top step of the podium? The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right and the remaining 7 going to the left. Alongside me to discuss all the action today is Anthony Davidson. Thanks for joining us, Ant. And tell me, you were down in the pit lane earlier. How do you think the track conditions are today?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Gardner completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Daniel Ricciardo and Sainz, Norris, Gasly, Kvyat and Sergio Perez. Ocon, Verstappen, they've taken a grid penalty. Alexander Albon and Stroll, Magnussen, Latifi, Nobuharu Matsushita and Valtteri Bottas, De Vries, Giovinazzi, Grosjean and Giuliano Alesi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Just 3 races left. You can still win the driver's title, but you need a strong performance. Come on, let's give it our best shot.
Okay, so welcome everybody to another F1 2020 My Team video. It's JDM Racing, and we're on the front row of the grid. Max Verstappen qualified behind his teammate, but dropped 10 places to 12th on the grid. We inherit that, so we bump up a place, and that has thrown the cats amongst the pigeons for the title fight, because Lewis Hamilton and myself are both trying to catch Max up in that title fight. So it's really interesting how the season's developing in terms of the Drivers' Championship. If Lewis has some sort of accident, maybe it will put us in a great position to try and claw some points back in the Constructors as well, mainly for bragging rights more than anything else. But we are going to run a soft to medium strategy, 19.3 laps worth of fuel, and I think that's about it. George is in play as well. He's what was he, 6th, something like that, so he'll be trying to push through to get some good points for the team as well. And Mexico, we've gone well here before, so I think we stand a good chance of being able to get the win, or at the very least get some decent points. So let's see how it goes. Alright, we get going. Lewis got a good initial getaway. We're going to try and boost down the inside of him with the RS. Switch that down. Very lightly touch the back right corner. We have a little touch with Hamilton as we go through into the lead. Russell's in 5th.
That's a decent start. Good job.
Get the car turned in there. A little nudge on the wall.
work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
18.4. We can't break DRS back to Hamilton yet though.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. We're leading our teammate by 4.0 seconds.
That's all we can do right now. Just keep that gap back to Hamilton and hope Leclerc can cause a little bit of a upset there for Lewis. Maybe get an overtaking move done.
Engine is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal.
We're managing right now, Jeff. Oh, we take the bollard out.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. Okay, some information on Perez. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Sergio normally goes really well at his home Grand Prix. Is out.
Yellow flag. Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens.
Well, there it is. There's the Ferrari.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Damn
Be
it.
careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
That was my bad. I actually missed the window there. Yeah, I've got a problem with the DRS. I think, or the rear wing. Here we go then. In we come.
George is coming in for his stop.
Hopefully we can double stack it. Not have too many issues.
Go now.
We did.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Latifi's undercut us. Whatever will we do?
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
He's probably going to pit this lap anyway. If not, I can have him down the straight.
to teammate behind is 9.2 seconds.
We actually gained a couple of seconds through those pit stops. So now it's just about race management. Lewis is coming back at us a little bit now. Maybe he's got some things turned up. Engine, fuel, that kind of thing. We're just trying to manage the car a little bit. Got a few worn out parts, a few gremlins.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, the car behind is catching you by 0.5 a lap. 0.5.
Looks like Max is at the back of that pack. Looking at the mini-map. So he might be close to points. Lando's out as well. That's bad news for McLaren.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Lando Norris with McLaren.
Green flag. This is your final lap of the race.
Here we go then. Lewis is closed down to 1.7 seconds on the last lap. Enough.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Should have enough to keep us going till the end. Mexican flares in the grandstands as we boost around the last bend to win the Mexican Grand Prix.
Nice work, that's P1. Race win, well done.
This car's turned into a beast. Max must have made some places up as well.
The thin air here in Mexico City makes this event a brutal one for these Formula One cars. But this team have done a fantastic job to make it to the checkered flag and take a well-earned victory. talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Here comes your top three making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One. So, let's review the drivers' standings. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Nothing can challenge the leaders of the Constructors' Championship at this point, but it's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
If we look at the race results first, we win, managing the gap back to Lewis for the whole race. Lights to flag victory. We did extremely well. We shaded Lewis for best lap time. The other Ferraris and Red Bulls, the other top cars around there, they were doing 18.4s, 18.6s. Gasly actually put a 1:18.2 in as well, which is was actually faster than Hamilton's fastest lap, which is very impressive. Max Verstappen actually manages to go into the only driver to go under 1 minute 18. He gets an extra point. That could be crucial for the title fight. He gets up to 8th place from 12th on the grid to get 5 points, but we gain another 20 on him with our win. And then down towards the back, we had a couple of retirements with Lando Norris and Sergio Perez. Alesi had a bad day at the office, and Valtteri Bottas, the reigning world champion, not having a great time in that racing point. So, in terms of standings, we close to within almost a race win now, with 2 races to go of Max Verstappen. It's gonna come down to the wire. Oh, wow. Leclerc with a good result with his podium, moves ahead of George in the Drivers' Championship again. But wow, who would have thought it? With Verstappen's early season form, he was running away with the championship. A bit like real life, really. And now we've clawed it back to at least have some sort of chance. Lewis Hamilton is still mathematically able to challenge, but it's becoming very, very close to him getting knocked out of the title fight as well. Mercedes win the Constructors, we knew that already. We are keeping a good distance above Red Bull, 100 points, so we've got to keep that to get 2nd place. And let's have a look at the highlights. Might not be too many. Like I say, we got the starting on the front row, got away well, beat Lewis off the line. Moved over a little. Squeezed him a little bit in the braking zone. Almost touched. And there on in. It's quite comfortable, really. Even with all the gremlins. We didn't bother going around that corner, just took the bollard out. Opened out a little bit of a gap. And we take the other bollard out. bunch of places overtaken in the pit stops. So that caps off another race, another Mexican Grand Prix down, and well, it was as good as we could have hoped for, to be honest. So we'll move on to the next Grand Prix, I think, which is Brazil, and we normally go well there, so hopefully we can close up the gap, have another points haul carved out of Max's lead, and see if we can just push him for that title. It's going to be extremely hard, but we've still got a chance, we've got to try. If you like the video, drop a like. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And other than that, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next JDM Racing F1 2020 My Team video. Catch you later, guys. Bye.